Thanks very much indeed. We'll continue discussing these issues, and we have a political analyst now to talk to us a little bit about this, Dr. Mzwe Majola. Thanks very much indeed for joining us once again on the line. Earlier on when we spoke, one of the issues that I raised with you is that this president is being quite strategic in the way that he thinks, and that perhaps we've discounted him too early in terms of steps that he may take. If what the SACP is saying is true, is this one of those strategic master strokes, inverted commas, that he may be deploying?
Good evening, Peter, and the listeners and the viewers at home. If indeed these allegations are true, and I just hope that SACP is not causing panic during this tumultuous period. If it's true, I think really that will be a very sickening strategy and very offensive and very loathsome from the president. I think he will be treating himself bigger than the organization. He would be forgetting that he is an elected leader, and an elected leader has a certain point, a starting point and ending point. The term of office. He is not a monarchy. He's not a monarchy. He's an elected leader, and as an elected leader, he does have followers, and he must respect those followers. So if really this is true, I'm very scared, but I just hope and pray that maybe this is not true.
Well, given the seriousness of the allegation, I would imagine that the presidency has no choice but to respond, if for nothing else, to calm South Africans down.
He needs now to respond, because this is going to raise panic to the whole South Africa, that how on earth can a president of the country fire his deputy, who happens to be the president and the boss of his party? Because really, remember that before, ordinarily, even though it is his right to hire and fire cabinet ministers and deputy president, but as the president of the country, he must consult with the party, because he's a deployee. So he cannot just do things as he pleases. If he can do that, really, I think he will be taking the organization for granted, and the whole South Africa with disrespect and disregard.
Is this kind of move on the level of perhaps something that warrants impeachment?
That is why I'm saying if he can do that, definitely that will warrant impeachment. You know, as I said earlier on in the studio, that credit to Cyril Ramaphosa. Cyril Ramaphosa has managed this transition with the highest respect that it deserves. So if Jacob Zuma can do such thing like this, then it means that he will be really digging his own hole, because the party then will go for his impeachment, and he will leave a very bad legacy. What kind of a leader would like to do that? You know, I mean, really, any leader and every leader would like to leave good and positive legacies whenever they leave. So I think that is why I'm saying I really pray that this is not true.
Well, let's assume that it is true, and let's assume that he goes ahead and does this. There's nothing that's not undoable. It may take time, but I would imagine that anybody who accedes to his appointment, so Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, if she agrees to become the deputy president, and whoever else is reshuffled in the cabinet, there would probably be long-term consequences for them once all of this is undone.
That is why I say, knowing Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, she's a very strong leader, she's sensible, she's intelligent. I wonder if really she can accept that appointment. If she does, then it means that they will be dividing the organization. Their interest is not the interest of ANC, and it's not the interest of South Africa as a whole. It is what is called self-serving, when now they are looking into their own interest rather than leading and rather than serving the country and the organization.
All right, so Dr. Mzwe Majola, that's where we're going to leave it. Thanks very much indeed for giving us this time to talk about which could be perhaps the most incredible story, even more than the postponement of the SONA today, because we didn't expect that, and that came as like a bolt of lightning. People are still trying to react to that, and now the South African Communist Party have really set the cat amongst the pigeons, and they purposefully said that this was a strategic move.
Yeah, they're saying they're doing this so that the president will be forced to either confirm that he's intending to fire Cyril Ramaphosa or deny it, in which case, if he was planning it, he wouldn't be able to do it. So they are suggesting that they're doing this on behalf of South Africans, because they're worried about the implications if this goes ahead. And you're right, the political landscape is shifting hourly in South Africa, but we'll bring you all the moves, some would say the chess moves, as they take place.